All right, so you just finished your program builder. You have went through the 6 different phases of establishing a smart, effective, and efficient UAS program within your organization. You've got all of your information in there. You've worked with us through the discovery session, and now you've been operating for a couple weeks, and you want to see where you're at. You want to draw that initial baseline. So you go to LaunchPad, and you can start a new audit session, right? So you can see this one, just kind of click through it real quick. Or it didn't even click through it, just kind of started a session, a previous session. And you can see right there on the top right, it says NMC, so that's not mission capable. So you have 3 different categories of program readiness status: not mission capable, partially mission capable, and fully mission capable. And all that's based on the scores that you get as you go through an audit session. So we can look here, start a new audit session, session code, intro to audits, or actually we'll call it baseline audit. I'm going to be the point of contact, if I can spell my name correctly. I put the email in there as info@telemetryflightservices.com. If you got any questions, you can always send me an email there. So next, audit recommended by date. So this is something that we would cover in the discovery phase based on your desired end state, whether you want these to be on 30, 60, 90, 45, 120, 180 day cycles, right? This isn't a one and done thing. You're establishing your baseline, and then you're going to come back and check everything against that baseline in, call it 60 days, right? And then you'll see a delta there, a variance on improvement items. So we click Start Audit. So there's 2 different modes to the LaunchPad auditing system. You have guided mode, which we are currently in right now, which displays one audit item at a time. And you look, does the agency have documented small UAS CONOP that defines the program's roles within the County Emergency Operations Center and Emergency Operations Plan? Either you do and you get a 5, or you kind of do, it's a rough draft, you get a 4, or if you have an idea of one, you get a 3, and we'll come back to the 3 later. Or you thought about having one, you get a 2. If you know that you need one but you don't have one, you get a 1. And if you didn't even know that you needed one to have one, you get a 0, right? Anything 3 or less, you see this recommended corrective action draft and adopt small UAS concept. So each one of these corrective action procedures is tied to that line item in the LaunchPad audit. So whenever you get a 3, you can throw in any notes. Drafted, awaiting leadership review and approval, right? And you click this button and it flags it. And it says, and that's telling the system, hey, we need to come back and look at this again. And if you look down there on the bottom right, you see caps. That will be all of your items that you need to follow up on as part of this continuous improvement program, right? So that's a question through the guided view. The full view, yeah, it is all audit items, right? It can be a little overwhelming because it is a lot of information, because these programs require a lot of different steps initially. Once you get it running, you get really familiar with it, right? And at the bottom, you can see send report, and that will send it to your hierarchical based leadership, and you can download the PDF to, if you want to keep a copy of your records in your file management system. And that pretty much wraps up the basics of LaunchPad. So we're going to talk about continuous improvement a little bit more here in just a second.